Hi everyone. Now, I'd say about 2 months ago, I was contacted by a company called Awakening Realms, and that they were going to be putting something on Kickstarter. And they asked if I would look at it. Well, I was kind of curious about it, and we all know how I feel about Kickstarter. And it's never going to change, unfortunately. But this company had said to me that they were making, they liked some of the stuff I was painting and some of the stuff I was doing, and asked if I would look at these markers. I go, okay, markers? Tell me about it. And they had different markers that you can use as objective markers. I said, okay, you got my interest. So they asked, and they had like several different types, and they said, we'd like to send you one set. A set of 6 of them, just a couple of them so you could take a look at and say what you think on a video. And I said, okay, that's nice. Now, I'm not being paid. I'm not being anything else. And as a matter of fact, these ones that they sent me, I am going to pay for. I'm going to attempt to pay for, at least. But I'm going to be very objective and, just tell you what I truly think. Now, they're in the final days of their Kickstarter. And the ones that I picked were Tesla markers. Because I thought to myself, I said, well, first of all, Tesla markers would be perfect for dystopian wars. Remember all the Tesla cannons and so forth and so on. And I also thought of, how about, for Space Hulk, you can have these things as markers and objectives in that. Or Aliens versus Predator. And I started thinking to myself, boy, I never think of markers, but if they look cool enough, wouldn't that be kind of cool to have something 3D that you can go after and maybe paint them different colors and so forth and so on. Well, I got them in a few days ago, and unfortunately I didn't get to paint all of them or do too much with them because their Kickstarter, I think, ends this Wednesday. And I wanted to be fair to the people because they were so nice to send them. And I wanted to make a video and give you what I thought about it. Well, first of all, they come in this really cool tin. Now, they had more different markers, and if you go, I'm going to put a link at the end of this video, and I'm also going to put it in the comments so you guys can check out the Kickstarter. Okay, and if you're interested, you can do it. For me, it's just not my thing. But they had these flame ones, and there were a couple others that looked really, really kind of cool after I got these, and I go, something I actually would, if these ever go retail, I'd really like to get my hands on them and get them. Now, it's a company out of Poland, and it's called Awakening Realms, and they're supposed to really be into making scenery and so forth and so on. So now I really have an interest in seeing what else they do. But I want to show you guys this, and I want to show it up front. Okay, this is the Tesla marker, and the thing I like about it is I'm going to paint these all different kind of Tesla, the electricity part, all different colors. Now, when I got them, I took a good look at them because, I can usually tell a pretty good model. And the only thing I had a little issue with was there was a couple bubbles on the bottom, and there was quite a bit of flashing in between, but it wasn't anything too major to clean up. So the one that I did get, I had to clean up a bit. And so far I've got a base coat on it, and then what I'm going to do is make all the lightning kind of stick out and everything like that. But I thought, wow, how cool will this be with all the different kind of miniature games I got? Especially with, I was thinking dystopian wars. I was also thinking, the ground forces for the dystopian wars. Of course, it escapes me. But, especially the Space Hulk, having to go check out and, and maybe shut down the Tesla or, whatever you want to call these. And they're pretty detailed, and I really like what they did with them. They come, I believe, with 6 of them, so they sent me 6 of them, which was really nice of them for me to look at. And you could tell how detailed they are here which is really, really nice. And I really think that this would be cool as an objective, you know, for, like I said, Predator, or I mean Aliens versus Predator, Space Hulk, maybe do something with level 7. Yes, that's coming out this week. We'll talk about that later. But I really thought it was really something that I could really work with. Now, the other ones I saw, I thought would be really cool for a number of different games. The ones with that were like flame tokens or markers, I actually thought Super Dungeon Explorer. How cool to put those in place of those. You know, they had those little grave things that weren't that cool, but the markers that they have with the flame portal, that would be real cool. And you got to see them online. They look really, really cool. And the first thing I thought was Super Dungeon Explorer. So I really like what I saw here. You know, like I said, there were a couple that I got that, you know, they had a little bubble here on the bottom here, but you know, I can get by that. It's pretty good. I accidentally dropped one and I panicked because I thought it was that hard resin, and it really isn't. And I thought it would break, but no, it held up very, very well, and I was quite happy about that. And I really think this is a decent product if you guys can get by having to clean up in between these sprues. And I'm going to show you, you know, like this one here, you can see where it has a little bit of cleanup, but that's not bad. I don't know what the price is. They've already been funded, but you know, if it's something that you're interested in, and that's the reason I'm showing it to you guys, because you usually come here to watch me paint miniatures or something, but when something neat like this comes along, I thought, well, you know, why don't I pass it on and let you guys make a decision for yourself. So there you go. Awakening Realms. I think they did a very, very good job on these, and if I had to rate these, I'd give them a 8.5 out of 10 very easily. I would like to see the rest of the range, because I think I could do some really cool things with them, and when it goes retail, I think I'll be honest with you, I think I'm going to purchase the sun portals, because they not sun portal, the fire portals, because they looked so cool. And these Tesla things, you know, I think you're going to see them this weekend when we're doing what we plan to do. I think you guys might like it. It's something a project I've been working on for a while, so it's going to be a little fun. So this Saturday in the playthrough, I think you just might see these. So go to the link that I put at the bottom in the comments and check them out, and let me know what you guys think. You know, even if you guys don't like them, let me know what you think so I can pass it on to them. And do the right thing. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at this, and remember, go to their Kickstarter page, and I'd really appreciate it if you guys just check it out. With that said, I'm Rob Warren, and we'll see you soon.